Hi Reflector, welcome back to the channel. Kelsey here from astrologyhumandesign.com with your June tarot reading. So let's see what June has in store for you as a reflector. What do we have for the reflectors in human design in June 2022? Feels like there's a lot of teamwork going on. Maybe you're collaborating with people on a project. Feels like you're having to balance, balance a lot of things. Balance energy, balance your emotions, balance finances. It's like there's kind of like the energy of like things needing to be balanced and harmonic. Ooh, lots of King energy. Okay, what is this moon card about? It feels like you all are really learning how to live more in alignment with your intuition, with your lunar authority, perhaps, hopefully. Let's see, let's get clarifiers on this moon card, please. Yeah, it feels like y'all are starting a new journey that's really more in alignment with your intuition. It's like you've really put in a lot of work in yourself and in what you're doing. It feels like there's some creative project that's really being birthed this month, and it's like almost time to just launch it or hire people to help with it, or some type of energy where it's like you're really like kind of starting to delegate and outsource what you've been doing and like expand it in a new way, in a big way, which is really exciting. It feels like too, this is like what you've been intuitively knowing you need to do, but there's just been some like maybe resistance or just fear around it. But it feels like, again, you're really starting a new journey here with listening to the intuitive hits you've been getting and listening to and waiting for that clarity, right, through the cycles of the moon, hopefully, using your lunar authority to wait things out. And it feels like that is really paying off. And really creating a greater sense of balance and harmony, not only within your own energy and yourself, but also in your life. It feels like too, you all have been you've been doing a lot of clearing on yourself and clearing on your energy, and that is really paying off in June. Maybe spending more time alone, or more time in nature, more time to reflect, and just being really like firm in your boundaries and need for that to cultivate this greater relationship with yourself and sense of clarity within yourself too. So the Three of Pentacles is the first card that came out, which is why I was like, okay, it feels like you're collaborating. It feels like there's something you're working on with people. Maybe that's even like a work project or a financial project or an investment or something like that. It feels like there's just like some collaboration involved, and it's also bringing in a greater sense of creativity. And like I keep saying, I feel like a greater sense of balance and harmony within your energy and your utilization of your energy specifically. It feels like this is really embarking you on like a new journey. It's like, oh, this is kind of like uncharted waters, uncharted territory. Like I've never done things this way before. But it is going to really be beneficial and not only financially successful, but emotionally fulfilling, and really going to pay off for you in the short term as well as the long term, even if it's like a little scary and like a little bit, oh, I've never like done this, but this is what my intuition is telling me to do, and I'm going to act on it because I've waited for the clarity to come around it, and you will really start to see it pay off really quickly, I feel like, whatever this is. The subconscious message on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. Like you've been putting a lot of work into something, maybe even if it's not like something you've been physically working on in terms of a career. It's like you've been researching a lot about something and how to bring it into a career, how to kind of further align yourself with this type of career. It's like you've been doing a lot of work on it, and it's like almost time to harvest it. I feel like and I feel like your guys' messages aren't coming through really clearly and concisely. There might have to be some more waiting for more clarity, more reflection time, maybe more time to just clear out, more time to maybe shift your environment or shift the people that you're around. It feels like maybe the clarity hasn't come quite yet, but it is coming really soon, and I feel like it's going to take you by surprise, right? That's your signature feeling, surprise, versus the not self, feeling of disappointment. So knowing that when you're feeling that surprise, you're really aligned with yourself and aligned with your energy versus that disappointment. It's like, okay, just need more time to reassess, to repivot, and for that clarity to come so that I can take action on it. I feel like y'all's message is really straightforward this month of like, yeah, you're doing this new thing. There's going to require some collaboration, some teamwork, but it's like, it's going to create this sense of balance and harmony. Maybe even like not creating a nonprofit or creating something with like working with children, that type of energy. It's like, it's not only benefiting you and like in alignment with your passions and alignment with what you want to do, but it's like, you're really benefiting the world with this in a really big way, which is like huge. And I just want to like acknowledge the fact that this is huge. Whatever this is, whatever you're doing, it's huge work and it is massively important, and it's all going to come together in divine timing when it needs to, as it needs to, right? So that's an important thing to remember this month too, is like if things don't look exactly perfect or how you wanted them to look by now, just having that remembrance of like, it's all happening in divine timing. And once the timing is right, things are going to start to move forward really quickly, I feel. And what you're kind of learning right now is how to cultivate a greater sense of like maturity and celerity, like just more solid and stable energy within yourself, your belief systems, your communication, your thought patterns, and how those are creating your belief systems, right? As well as like your financial state and your material possessions. Like you're learning more to cultivate this sense of like worthiness and like value yourself, value your knowledge, value what you're good at, and value your contribution to the world, that this thing that you're creating, this project you're working on, launching or whatever, like has great potential for the world. And like just remembering and like maybe having a mantra or affirmations of like, I'm worthy of sharing this. This is valuable. People need this. Maybe you already know that, but it's like you're really cultivating a greater inner sense and embodiment in that. And that's a big part of this and the divine timing of this too. So I want to pull a clarifier, kind of like resolution card for this energy, because this feels really positive. It just feels like there's just, oh shit, some more timing things. Yeah, it's like, don't keep yourself up at night, because it will all happen when it needs to in divine timing. And like, there's just a lot that's going on behind the scenes that you can't necessarily see that's contributing to everything lining up in perfect timing too. So let's get some clarifier. Yeah, it's like your wishes being fulfilled. It might even feel like you're a bit scattered right now, so things might just need to settle a little bit before the timing is right. Yeah, like you're creating, like literally the Magician and the wish fulfillment card came out. Like you're creating emotional fulfillment through this thing that you're embarking on. And it's just really important for you to have steadfast trust, faith, surrender to that and to the process that's unfolding as this gets bigger and expands and grows and becomes the thing that you dream of it to be. Like it's happening, maybe not in accordance with your timeline, but in the divine timeline, everything is going according to plan. And it's all just, you know, there might be a little bit of setbacks or just a little bit of reassessment, but it's all happening for it to like be created in the most harmonious, aligned way. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you, Reflector. And then we will end your June reading. I'm really excited to hear how this resonates with y'all. So let me know in the comments what you're working on and what you're excited for in June. Okay, let's pull some final messages for reflectors. Wow, this one's been coming out for a lot of you guys. Like most of the types got this card, restore and replenish. Maybe you just need to clear out more of your, that's funny, on the bottom of the deck, against the grain. Yeah, it's like you're kind of, okay, two messages with this card. It's like you're wanting to do things that have never been done before, right? Which takes time to build, create, expand. And also it's like the energy of like, you're kind of like wanting to swim upstream with it. Like you're wanting it to happen like now in this way and like blah, 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 and like have it already be done. But it's like, no, like turn the other way, swim downstream, and know that it's all happening as it needs to, right? In divine timing, and it's all going according to plan. Like it's all literally working out for you, and all you need to do is just have faith in that process and the journey of what is unfolding, because it's all doing it perfectly. It's all going perfectly. Just trust. So restore and replenish was the first card that came out, which again is just literally making sure that you're nurturing yourself, you're filling your own cup, because it feels like when this does take off, or maybe it already has started to a little bit, you're going to be really busy. And so just remembering to have time to care for yourself, to get massages, to take naps, to rest, to really just like restore and replenish your own energy so that you don't lead to burnout or illness or injury. Okay. What is that saying? It's like, it's funny how all these sayings, when I come through in my readings, and then like I can't form them how they want to be formed or how they're meant to be formed, but I guess it's all perfect. It's all divine, right? But it's like, what is that saying? The candle that burns the brightest or the hottest, like burns out the quickest or something. That's kind of like your energy is like, remember to take it slow. Remember to like, every journey starts with a single step. That's literally the other card that came out. And, you know, just know that you literally physically cannot do all the things all at once. So taking it one step at a time, and whatever that looks like for you is literally perfect, and how it's all meant to go and how it's all meant to be. So remember to have faith and surrender and trust in that process and the unfolding of it in divine timing. So that's what I have for you, Reflector, in the month of June. Let me know how that resonates in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love.